told you what to chase, told you how to run the race. Every move was on the page, but I didn't like their way. Had to fight and misbehave, had to find a way to change, had to leave to find my way. Caught up in a daydream, I beat my mind up there almost daily. It's how I pass time, no opinions safely. It's how I understand what I want in this place, see. Cause everybody wanna tell you bad things, what could go wrong, what fame brings. But success is a finicky thing, and if you ain't sure, no, it'll never be. I don't wanna let myself down, myself down.
Can you guess what I'm doing today? I'm sowing some seeds.
I don't wanna let myself down, myself down. I don't have to plan it, I can go change my fate. You won't understand it, all alone, that's okay. People I can't stand them, they don't want me to change. Keep me where I'm standing, and I don't wanna be where I am. And I want something more, take a chance. It could be possibly my last dance, my last dance. I don't wanna let myself down, myself down.
Welcome to Back to Basics Homestead. My name is Annie. I am in the grow room again. It's my second happy place, my first being in the garden, and I am just eyeballing the seedlings and checking up on the seeds that I sowed over the weekend. From the 18th, 19th, and 20th, I sowed some seeds, and I am already seeing germination. I sowed eucalyptus, spinach, celery. I sowed some rainbow chard, some kale mix, and red winter romaine, lemongrass, purple kohlrabi, and white kohlrabi. Some of this is for an experiment, and some of it is for the main garden, like the celery, the eucalyptus, and lemongrass. Those are for my my garden, but the spinach and all the other greens and kohlrabi is for my high tunnel. I want to buy 4 weeks of growing earlier in my high tunnel, so with every pest pressure I have and a desire to eat fresh food, I want to make my high tunnel as efficient as possible and give us fresh food sooner. Last year and all the previous years, I would be invaded with the miners. They're like this little fly that has eggs, and then within a leaf they kind of bore inside the leaf, and therefore you can't eat the leaf. They do that on my onions and my garlic, but it doesn't really damage the plant, it just maybe makes the bulb smaller. They do that also with my beets, so I can't eat my greens of my beets, and my beets are smaller because they probably suffer from it. But every leafy green, my kale, my spinach, my chard, as soon as they do it, I can no longer eat the greens. So I find that with all the efforts that I'm doing to grow as much as possible my food, I would rather utilize my high tunnel 2 to 4 weeks earlier and get things going faster, so that when they come to fruition, I'm going to be earlier. Therefore, they're going to go to seed earlier in the high tunnel, and I will be able to allocate the space that they were in to my summer crop, which is tomatoes and peppers and eggplants and cucumbers in the high tunnel. So for me, it's logical to sow those seeds earlier than I would normally do. I'm also taking the soil blocking 3/4 inch a little bit more serious this year. I just want to grab a little square. So this is a little block. I sow one seed in this. If you look carefully, there's like this little dibble. It makes a mark inside the block, and that's where you sow one seed. And I'm gonna tell you right from the start, I am seeing faster germination. And I showed my spinach on the 18th, we're the 21st, and yesterday I was seeing some activity. And I showed my kale on the 18th, same thing. I'm seeing activity, and tomorrow I'm probably gonna see from the chard. The romaine was sown later, so I'm probably gonna get germination later. The only, I would say, it's not really negative thing that but it is something that you need to keep in mind. Since the blocks are small, I have to keep an eye on the little blocks so they don't dry out, because the celery, the eucalyptus, and lemongrass, I needed it to be on a heat mat. So the heat mat makes them drier faster. So it's not a negative point, but it's something to keep in mind. So right from the start, I'm really enjoying the little mini soil blocker. Once everything has germinated, I will be using the 2-inch, sorry, this is the 1.5. I'm gonna be using the 2-inch. I'm gonna be removing the dibble and put the square adapter so that I can take those mini little blocks and transplant them as is in those blocks, and most of them will stay in those 2-inch block unless I need to up pot them into a 3-inch or a 4-inch. I don't have the 4-inch soil blocker yet, so it will either be pots or whatever I can get my hands on around the house. I want to share a couple of things with you guys. If you haven't picked it up, every Sunday night at 6 p.m. Eastern time till 7:30 p.m. I go live on my channel. I either have a subject in mind or I have guests, and we just chit chat, talk about what's going on the homestead, and then in the chat we have some questions and we just answer them. It's obviously around the homesteading world, questions, gardening. It's around those subjects. Sometimes I have more specific subjects, but every single Sunday I go live at 6 p.m. if you want to catch that. Also, if you haven't seen last week's vlog, where I got super emotional, something big happened. I hit it, I did it. Thanks to you guys, I reached my goal, which was 500 subscribers. I still can't wrap my head around that I inspire 500 people to grow food or to homestead or to garden or just as entertainment. I still can't, I'm still mind blown by it, even almost after a week it happened. And I thank you for just play, just listening to me. It makes me so happy and makes this journey even more worth it. So again, thank you. And in the background, I had a little art project going on. I never thought I had this in me, but I said as soon as I reach this milestone of 500 subscribers, I wanted to do something for you guys. I started merch. It's nothing big, it's stickers. But every single sticker I designed and I created around my flavor or my homestead's flavor. So if you know me personally or you've been following me for a long time, when you look at these stickers, you will see a little bit of me in each of them. Obviously, I did my logo, Back to Basics Homestead. And I don't know if you see it, there's a chicken, there's a sunflower, and a tomato. If you haven't caught it, I love tomatoes. Life is better in the garden. And the boots were inspired by my daughter. She loves those types of boots. And then my channel's motto, which is gardening, preserving, and inspiring. And I love to grow squash, I love mason jars, and I love tomatoes. So this one was an easy one for me. And every single one of these stickers, I designed them. So a lot of thought went into it. I am fueled by seeds, tomatoes, and coffee. Rooting for you. And the last one, I love sunflowers. I love to grow sunflowers. There's a deeper meaning in sunflowers. And I was working on a project and my daughter told me, put hands like this under the sunflower. I did. And then I had the picture in front of me and something popped up. There's always healing in the garden. Every time I'm feeling off, I go in the garden. Every time I'm sad, I go in the garden. Every time I'm irritated, I go in the garden. I found some healing. So that one was an inspiring one, and I'm so happy I designed it with my daughter's idea, because now she has one on her water bottle and she brought it to school. So it makes me really happy. There's also two that I don't have with me. There is a mason jar with my logo on it. Obviously, I love mason jars, so it made perfect sense for me. And the other one is I love tomatoes. I love tomatoes, so I had to do it. And all those are available on the shop. Everything's going to be in the description below. It's called my merch. And for now, those are the 8th that are available. I still have some that I did not make public, so I will work on another batch of 5 or 7, and then I will launch it. So if you want to see my new stickers, you can, when you go in the app or on the website of Redbubble, you can follow me. And I'm probably thinking if you follow me, you're gonna get a notification that I've added new merch to the shop. So those things has happened, and I found it fun to design stickers for you guys. Obviously, I'm going to get all of them for myself and put them everywhere, but something, I never thought I had this in me. I never thought that I had the imagination or the skills to do this. So I was now that I have them and now that I have received them and I showed them on my live on Sunday, I had so much positive feedback from all of it. Now I believe I can design stickers, which was very fun. And I also got requests of other types of stuff like t-shirts, mugs, hat, caps. I didn't think that would be requested, so I'm gonna add the designs to other merch, and I will make that also available probably this week or probably next week. Thank you for passing by the homestead today, chatting, sharing all those great news with me. All this makes me shine. So thank you again, and have yourself a wonderful day. And if you're sowing seeds and you want to share with me what you're sowing and what you're working on, or a special project you're working on for your garden or anything of your homestead, please put it in the comments below. I will read them, and I will answer you as soon as I can. Take care. Bye.